It was a snowy day, my mother told me, when I was born, probably as confused as any other baby who opens their eyes into this unknown world, having no idea of what the world had in store for me. I started my life. I grew up in the same routine way as most people, going the same path most people go, until I decided to make a change. At the age of 24, I left my country. I was seeking a better future by detaching myself from my roots and entering a new world, which was as unknown to me as the one I had entered 24 years ago. When I closed my suitcase and got on my way to Canada, I was a little princess who had been living in her little world. I was still relying on others and knowing they would have my back no matter what. But little by little, I found myself in the middle of a big city. I was alone. No longer was I a kid taking money from my dad or asking my mom to cook my favorite dish. No longer did I have friends to call and go to a cafe and talk with for hours. No more did I have a partner to talk about our future and our plans with, so I could put together the details of the life that he whispered in my ears and imagine them in my mind and get butterflies in my stomach. Beside all this, there was no longer a brother to whom I could go and on whose door I could knock before entering his room and complaining about my life, telling him how broken my heart was, how lonely I felt, so he would hug me and tell me, "I'm always here for you, my little sister." And I would feel good again, because I knew that what he said was not just words. No one was waiting for me to come home. Every night I would open the door to an empty apartment. Once I read babies can die if they don't have skin-to-skin contact with their mothers. I was almost feeling the same. When I came, winter was already here. Everything felt different. I spoke a little English and no French. I would look around and I would not recognize anything. No one would understand me, and I would not understand anyone. Pain can be destructive or not. The choice is ours. In wild rivers, water can cause stones to explode, or it can polish them, and ultimately turn them into more beautiful and transparent stones. A piece of wood can be shaved over and over in the hands of a woodworker until it eventually becomes an artwork. We as humans live the same experience as stones and wood. When we encounter pain and problems in our lives, if we don't give up, if we continue, we will eventually turn into more beautiful and powerful human beings. We will acquire a deeper vision of our lives. We will not break as easily as we would have in the past. These are not just words to me, but my personal experience at this point of my life. It was in the middle of my struggles with this new life, exactly when I was getting used to it, that one morning my mom called. She did not sound happy. She told me, "Your uncle is gone. He was gone without me having had a chance to say goodbye. It was the very first time I lost someone. I remember it very well. It was 8 o'clock in the morning and I was alone in my small room. The cold was all over me. I could not talk to my mom. I was just crying. I wanted to be with my family. I wanted to console my dad and be consoled. To this day, remembering it breaks my heart. Losing my uncle made me realize something I had been told for so long but had never really understood. I could not take anything for granted. Little by little, I started to cherish my new life, feeling the wind in my hair, breathing the freedom I had come for, walking in streets and enjoying the diversity I could see in people. For the first time, I could finally be happy with my life.